This is my straight out of the VCR review of City by the Sea, which I picked up for 49 cents. My initial thoughts, my review, I watched this with my mom in our wonderful cottage. It was a really great watch. I will say, this is Long Beach, New York, City by the Sea. A story of a cop with a very interesting backstory to his family. Tragic circumstances around his family, stuff that's made the news from his father and his own mistakes with him, his ex-wife, and his son. And his son enters his life again. He has Frances McDormand as a girlfriend. And I have to say, it starts out slow, and it starts out where me and my mother both thought it was going to be a mediocre film.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But you never count out Robert De Niro or Frances McDormand. This was made, I think this was made right before The Two Towers came down and was released after The Two Towers came down, which is also very interesting to watch. It's like, it makes you feel a certain way when you see movies that are filmed right around, 9/11, before and after. But it was filmed before The Towers came down. It was actually released in 2002, though. It's a slow build, very interesting characters. I don't necessarily want to give any spoilers. It is based on a real story, right, Mom?
Yeah, but there's things that have changed.
There's things that have changed, obviously. They've probably taken liberties. The son is played by James Franco. I also, at the beginning, was thinking James Franco was more just tapping into his own, because he plays a junkie. And I know Franco in the past has indulged in a lot of substances, but it seemed like it wasn't an amazing performance there either. But I say by the end, James Franco did a great job as well. Take that for what you will. James Franco is still canceled the last time I checked, but this is one of his stronger performances as well. Within this movie is one of the best performances of Robert De Niro I've ever seen. He's a great actor. He has a lot of amazing movies on VHS, and it was so emotional. It's a different side of De Niro that you usually see. Frances McDormand, is that her name?
Yeah.
Amazing performance. I don't want to give spoilers, but it's a satisfying ending because of how this character grows, addresses their own demons, their own family history, and makes decisions that are going to not fix the demons of his life or his family history, but at least go up and challenge them, and face the rest of his life and give more meaning to his life. Whereas before this event happened to him, he was just going by the numbers, sticking his head in the sand, and not really dealing with his family or his family history. And I would say it's not like a Hollywood ending, but it's a beautiful ending. I'm very happy with this movie. Highly recommend City by the Sea. My mom's raising her hand. Yes. Roger Ebert says. This is supposed to be my review. I don't want to hear Roger Ebert.
But I like what he said.
Okay, what does he say?
He died, didn't he?
Yes, he does, but it's supposed to be I'm not... Okay, see, now where everyone wants to know. What did he say?
De Niro has worked so long and so frequently.
De Niro has worked so long and so frequently.
But there's sometimes a tendency to take him for granted.
There's sometimes the tendency to take it for granted. It's exactly what I was doing. I was like, is this a mediocre De Niro? No.
He is familiar. He has a range.
He is familiar. He has a range.
Dictated by his voice, face, and inescapable mannerisms.
Inescapable mannerisms. And I would add, one of the most emotional performances I've ever seen out of him.
He makes an effort to newly invent his characters.
An effort to newly invent his characters.
And he says,
Are we reading the whole review?
No, just the part
Okay.
I like.
Yes? There is heart here.
And De Niro is too good an actor to reduce it to a plot gimmick. He feels it.
He's too good an actor to just reduce it to a plot gimmick. He feels it. It does feel like he's not acting in one of the most pivotal scenes near the end, near the final act. I will say again, I'm trying not to spoil, but there's one of the best scenes of the movie.
Yes.
Is the sequence with him and his son, and they're both dealing with what's happening in the story. I don't want to give, because it's a very interesting story about a cop and how his son got involved in something because of his addictions. He didn't necessarily search out to it, but when you get that lifestyle, it's very plausible for him to end up where he did. But him and James Franco did good in that scene as well.
Yeah.
At the end. But amazing. I don't know if he got an award for this movie, but definitely check this out. This is probably a hidden gem De Niro film. I know I've heard in the past lots of people give accolades to this movie, but I completely missed this. Neither one of us has watched this. Mom and son, 2 thumbs up if we're going to steal from Roger Siskel and Ebert. Mom, I would say 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Great rental, great watch. I don't think I'd be watching this a lot, but I think people that are interested in really good movies, interesting stories, would really enjoy this. What would you give out of 10, Mom?
I'd give it a 9.
A 9 out of 10. Okay. And at the beginning, I was almost ready to this seems pretty average. Stick with it. That's my only advice. Stick with it. Don't give up halfway through. It gets really good. And again, Frances McDormand is also. There's also some other actors that seem younger here this may be some of their first, some of the people on the force, because he's still a police officer that I recognize. So I don't want to make this too long, but highly recommend City by the Sea. And I'd buy that for 49 cents, because I did. I'll see you later. Bye. Okay, wait. I forgot to say, what did you say?
I said Joey was wearing his rings. Goofs on the...
Oh, there was a film error that my mother caught where the son was wearing a ring when it wasn't. That was a plot device. There was a plot point where he shouldn't have been wearing the ring. So you caught it, Mom.
Yes,
okay.
I did.
But I forgot to show also, it's a Hollywood Video rental, and that makes it even cooler. Hollywood Video. Hollywood Video. I keep those stickers on. All right, now I'm really done. Bye. My mother added another amendment to the video. It says that Robert De Niro chose James Franco after he saw him in James Dean. Oh, James Franco did the movie James Dean?
Yeah.
I've actually never seen that. I gotta track that down. It has to be on VHS.